Happy Sunday. Um, how's everybody doing? This is the end of my week and the beginning of many other people's weeks. I don't know where you fall into the scheme of things as far as your kind of work schedule and rhythm go, but I don't know, I've always been a big fan of lazy Sundays and Sunday evenings, just making them nice and gentle and like planning for the week and just winding down and being kind of like quiet or low key or doing something like just nice and pleasurable. But I did not do that. I was at work tonight. I had kind of a lazy morning, but it was mostly just tired, and I don't think that's the same. But yeah, it was a good night at work, relatively low key, and nothing insane like the rest of the weekend, so that was good. I don't think any of us had the bandwidth or the juice for it. But I don't know if you guys have ever been able to embarrass yourselves while you're home alone in your own home, but I just did. I have to tell you the story. So I live in like these rows of townhouses that back up to the forest, and my neighbors are fairly close on the other side of me, and it's a married couple, and they just had a baby, but they have a dog. Like, people have dogs on both sides of us, so often they'll be walking their dog like through the backyard, like along the trees, and we have these French doors in the back, like off of our kitchens. And so at night, if you're just walking out in the back and somebody's got their kitchen light on and they don't have the blinds down, like you can just like see into the kitchen. So I wasn't really aware of that when this following thing happened. So I was coming in from work and I'm winding down and like, cleaning my apron out and like figuring out a bunch of stuff. And I noticed like a monster, my reflection in the glass of the French doors. And I was like, oh, like my silhouette looks really good right now. This is a good outfit, like good fitting pants. And I've got my suspenders on, and I love a suspender because it just, I don't know. I love burlesque accessories like hats and things. I don't know. I think it's just because like I'm like a vaudevillian, and it just like, I don't know, sequins and hats and straps and things like that. I don't know. I just always like them. So I'm like really loving my suspenders as I'm looking at my reflection in the glass doors. And I start, I don't know if you've ever seen in movies when women and girls are alone and they just start dancing like no one's watching, like those stupid signs say. So I started doing this like suspender number, and I mean, it's kind of a burlesque flavored kind of moves, and I'm just having fun playing with my my suspenders and all the ways you can sort of take them off, and I'm just like forgetting about anything else, and I'm just using like the French doors as these mirrors, which is normal for me. I grew up dancing, so that's just part of like being a dancer, is like you just dance into a mirror. And I had to stop myself and like just immediately evacuate and walk out of the room, because I realized that there, I could feel in my intuition that the neighbor was probably walking his dog, and maybe he wasn't, maybe it was just in my imagination, but I was like, please God, like, please no, because it wouldn't be so bad if the neighbor just saw into the kitchen and I'm just dancing and like not aware of them, but it would have appeared that I was like staring them down and like doing a suspender stripper dance on purpose. And I wasn't. And I wouldn't. Oh, and now every time I see them, I'll have to think, like, I hope you didn't see my suspender dance. And me thinking they might have seen it, and they might have thought that I was doing it at them on purpose. Oh my God. Okay, so that's my anecdote for the day. I hope you enjoyed that. I just saw the bottom of the deck. It's sorrow. Let's just hope that doesn't come back up for us. Well, hello. We are here on Sunday nights to do our weekly oracle forecast. So we're just kind of like looking at the week ahead and seeing if we can get a general flavor for what's to come. What can we expect? What are some of our learning themes? Like that's kind of like the overall, like how I look at these readings. It's like, what's our assignment, for the week or for the day? What are we learning this week? How are we being challenged? And then sometimes it's like, is there any good news too? And then sometimes we get some good, exciting, positive cards as well as the challenging ones. But so we're going to use our Oracle of Oddities, editions 1, 2, and 3. And what we want to know is what can we see when we look into the week ahead? What can we know for our highest good so that we can open ourselves up, open our hearts, expand into our potential, expand our consciousness, become less reactive and more self-controlled so that we can use our free will and not be at the mercy of the moment. We can choose our vibration and our moods and our thoughts and our well-being. All right. And then what do we need to be aware of to steer clear of so that we can avoid our subconscious patterning, shortcomings, and pitfalls, self-defeating tendencies? All right. What do we need to know for the week? Let's get 4 cards. Oh, friendship. Okay, so this one came up maybe last week. So look at these little friends. I like that they are very much alike, almost like twins, almost mirror images of each other. And I think it's important to acknowledge that the people in your people in our lives are mirror images of us. They are either mirroring something that triggers us so that we can see what we need to heal, or they're mirroring something that exists within us that we embody that is a positive quality, or maybe something that we need to work on also. And yeah, people are always like showing up just the way we need them to grow and to expand. And the universe has people in our lives that play out their roles in certain ways because that's what we need in order to expand our soul and do our soul correction. That's our soul's work in this life. And so that means that the people around you aren't always going to be like your favorite people. They're not always going to behave in exactly the way that is the most compatible and suitable for you. And you're not going to be super comfortable all the time. Sometimes the best people in your life, the most impactful, are going to, ruffle your feathers every once in a while, or get under your skin, or, make you think, about things and give you pause for contemplation and, make you pause for reflection. So, I appreciate the people in your life. And I like that, what is this? It's an orchid growing between them. And I would have to look up orchids in the encyclopedia that is actually right behind my phone. Yes, so let's look up orchids and see if it's in here. In the magical herb. We got cut off. I looked up orchid while we were paused, and just as I suspected, it is a love flower associated with the element of water, the feminine energy, and the planet Venus. So the roots are used in love sachets. But so there's love between these friends, and I don't know, they're coming together with love between them. So I don't know. I feel like that's good. I feel like there's maybe a deepening relationship with you and someone who's a kindred spirit. And that had come up. If it wasn't last week, it was the week before last. All right, what else? Appreciating our friends this week. Ooh, release. Release expectations that you have over your friends and give them freedom to be themselves and unconditional love, no matter, what the conditions are between the two of you at the moment. Just Be unconditional in your compassion and the love that you give the people who are important to you in your life. Yeah, and I don't know, unconditional love is different from, I guess, the different types of love. According to, in Greece, I think there might be 7 different types of love. There's like the romantic love, there's devoted love, there's committed love, there's like platonic love, there's all those. But I think unconditional love is like universal, right? So just give that all the time and don't make it transactional or conditional, because then it's not real. But yeah, so release any worries that you have, release any grudges, any weird tension, anything that's like giving anxiety, you know, or like that's bugging you. Release the things that are bugging you. Release what's bugging you. Allow what is no longer relevant in the friendship to fall away. Old stories, old labels, old roles, things that aren't serving the friendship you can allow to die away, because it will grow into something more nourishing. Something nourishing will grow from that, just like this mushroom. So release your worries, let go, and allow an emotional cleansing to occur. So release any grudges, forgive the past, release any sadness or stored emotion like grief that has been held in, or release fears, release judgments, anything you can to just clear the air and clear the table. All right, so what else? What else do we need to know? Ooh, that came out. Oh, and embrace. Okay, wonderful. I felt that card was kind of be connected to those when I saw the hands. But so embrace, so release the past and embrace the present and embrace the future. And I love that these are pairs. We have the bluebirds and the blue butterflies of transformation, communication, and a caterpillar. Aw, so before the transformation and now after. And I will look up iris as well to see what iris means. And hopefully I do not turn the phone off again. I'm just going to be more careful this time. Fun with Herbal Encyclopedia. Iris. H-I. It's like I'm trying not to, iris. Oh, another Venus, water, feminine, purification, and wisdom are the powers of iris. So yeah, and that makes so much sense, because we were just talking about that emotional cleansing and the energetic cleansing. And so yeah, purifying, and what was, I just said it and I can't remember, but it's how tired I am from the weekend. But yeah, cleansing and purification, and I'll look it up as soon as the video is over. But that makes so much sense. So it's like putting the past behind you, starting over on with a new foot forward after the transformation. It's like there's something new that's growing there now. Something that has been purified and gone through the fire, and the refuse has been removed, and now what's left is like very pure and strong, like silver, like a high silver grade of silver or gold, right? All right, so embrace the opportunity, embrace the moment, embrace the feelings. I guess oh my God, embrace the butterflies. That's so silly and cheesy and cute. Let go of what's bugging you so you can embrace the butterflies. Ooh, okay, last card. What is it? Oh, expand. All right, so this whole situation is opening and expanding. The heart is expanding. Do you see the heart opening? And it's like there's almost like two people sharing one heart in this in this depiction, but in a way I also see it as one person that has been struggling with like the duality within themselves, like they're two-minded, like they have two sides of their mind that are going in different directions. But the snake is here, which also represents transformation and growing beyond the skin that you've been in up until now, and being able to shed old skins. So yeah, there's growth happening here, and what's bugging you is flying away. And things are really starting to bloom, or they can. And so, yeah, when you release the past and you embrace the present moment and you move forward, then things can expand from here, right? So I love that. You know, I think that this is true for the general feeling in our lives right now. I feel like we have been making friends with our most authentic self, with our higher self, with our highest version of ourselves. And we've been able to glimpse like who that person is, what they, you know, what lights that part of us up, and how we start stepping into the shoes of that version of us. And so I think we're becoming one with that part of ourselves, and our lives are starting to show that, and we're starting to release the things that aren't good for us, that are the negative patterns of the past, that are the old stories that we used to tell ourselves, the old patterning, the old automatic behaviors, the old, you know, bag of tricks. We don't need it anymore, right? We've corrected and healed so much that we really have a different lease on life these days, and things are really starting to feel differently and feel more stable and feel more secure. And we're able to embrace where we are in the moment and be happy and be in this transformational time and really start expanding. And I'm not sure. I feel like the bluebirds have something to do with communication and thoughts. I can't remember right offhand. Oh, you know what? I can look up the birds, because that's not in the book that's holding up my phone. Be right back. Oh, my leg's asleep. I'm gonna have her back. Just kidding. Okay. That wasn't really the dance, but I had to do a little something because that's just too funny. Okay, so bluebird. Let's look up bluebird. Okay, happiness. Gentleness brings happiness. Do not force transitions. Allow change to come in the manner best for you. Ooh, so bluebird's happiness. Oh, embrace happiness. Gentleness brings happiness. Do not force transitions. Allow change to come in the manner that's best for you. So yeah, big transformation happening. Caterpillar becoming the butterfly in the situation. So embrace the butterflies, the birds and the caterpillars and the irises. But yeah, this is amazing, you guys. I think it's going to be a good week, or at least seeds are being planted for expansion and fulfilling new chapters is what I'm just going to call it that. Very fulfilling new chapters. So we have friendship. Appreciate the people that you love, and really look to see like what they teach you, because everybody is teaching you something. And so we need to see what those themes are highlighting for us this week. We have release what's been bugging you. Let go of all the shadow stuff, all the old patterning from the past. Old stories, old things that are unforgiven. Just forgive it all and let it go, so that you can embrace this moment. You can embrace this transition and transformation gently and move into happier times, purified of all of that icky stuff from before, and expand into the present moment and expand your heart and open up to new things and just different from before, evolved, expanded. That's a perfect way to put it. Can't say it better than expanded. All right, you guys. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, the other day, one of the videos, I was showing you guys a map of the Tree of Life, and I don't know if anybody's here that watched that other video, but I had the right and left backwards because of the way that the camera flips it around as a mirror image when you're seeing what I'm looking at. So the masculine and the feminine, when I was talking about those, the masculine is the right side of things and the feminine is on the left. So I had it looked backwards when I was talking about it, and that would have bugged me forever. So I just have to set the record straight. Let it be said on some form of something somewhere so that we can all be on the same page. Which is a video I should do soon anyway, just to talk about the Tree of Life and just to go over it in a general sense with the little map. Just a 101 kind of lesson. It's all you can really put into one video at a time. I mean, it's just, there's so much to talk about once you start talking about it. It's like all the information is so layered and layered and layered. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, well, y'all, I'm tired. I'm off tomorrow. I thought I was working, but I'm actually off, so I'm really excited to just catch up on things around the house and chill and be easy. All right. I hope my neighbor didn't see me dancing with my suspenders at him on purpose, but not really, but it just appeared to be such an awkward, embarrassing moment. All right, y'all. Be good, but not too good. Ciao.